Hey everybody, what's going on? How you guys doing today? It's a beautiful day today. Beautiful day. This is the day that the Lord has made. Remember that. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Okay, today we are heading into the garden. So let me scoop you up and let's roll. I have some scraps. Yeah, scraps that I am going to be like right here. Vegetable scraps that we didn't eat or they got left in the back of the freezer and we probably forgot about, things like that. I'm going to attempt to bury them in the area where we just pulled up our potatoes, just to get that area nice and ready for more things for us to plant. Now, I could be feeding this stuff to my worms. If you don't know, I have a worm bin, but it's not a big worm bin. It's about maybe, I don't know, 1.5 by 1.5 square. But I already have stuff in there for them. They got plenty of food. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go out here and bury this stuff into the dirt so the worms out here can come in and just start making the ground a little bit more ready for when we want to plant some other things. So let's go in here and see what we got. All right, so this is what we're looking at right now. Just toss that over there. Well, this is what we're looking at. That white, matter of fact, let me roll over here real quick. This white area, or this little white cloth area, she has covered beans. She planted some bush beans in this area here, and we have some pole beans planted here on the back. So when they grow up, they will climb up the fence. So everything from here, actually from here on down, we can go ahead and just bury these vegetables here and let the worms just have a good time eating. So let me move this out the way. This ain't nothing. Get that out the way. I tell you what, sometimes this stuff can be a pain in the butt. But when you need it, you're glad you got it. All right. This is not going to be hard work per se. It's just, in the dirt, it's pretty nice and loose. So we should be able to get in there pretty good. So let's just dig on in there. And what we're going to do is I'm going to dig like a trench, so to speak, because I got more stuff in the freezer too, if need be, that I can, got it? Now you out here with flip-flops on. I don't know how much help you going to be doing with flip-flops. Okay. All right. There's some good dirt right here. Some very good dirt. Let's put that right there. Okay, this is good. This is good right here. So we got a nice little trench. And break that up. That's a rock. Don't want that in there. So let's go ahead. Watch yourself. Gonna break this up and put it on in the hole. There's cucumber in there too. Cucumber.
Why do you need that in there?
This is
Why do you need that in there?
kale that we didn't eat.
Why do we need that in
This is going to help the worms come in and basically just kind of eat in here and dig around in here so that the ground will be a little bit more ready for us when we're ready to plant. Okay, this is also some kale. Put that in there. All right, hold off a sec. Oh, you just gonna cut a piece? Okay.
Several.
Throw it in here. You want it relatively, you don't want it deep, but you want it relatively deep. Right now, I got this about maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, if that. I do have a head, a radish, radish, excuse me, I'm sorry. I do have a head that we have not eaten. So I'm gonna throw that in there too. And I will, and I got some more greens here. Okay, try to break that purple thing up if you can. All right, we got some more greens here. I'm going to add a little bit. I'm gonna put it over here and just start filling this up like so. Get a little bit. There we go. And then we'll add these greens here like so.
It's so iced.
It's iced. It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Now, I do not recommend putting meats in this unless you dig deeper. If you're going to put any type of meat or anything like that, you want to make sure it's deep enough so the outside animals can't smell it. Vegetables, there's not too many things that want to eat vegetables, okay? Especially vegetables that ain't no good anymore. So, okay.
How can you cut it?
Because I'm stronger than you. And I have something a little bit.
Cutting it?
Yeah, you were doing a good job. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and take the dirt and cover this up.
Okay.
All right? So let's move this out the way. And really, just move the dirt like so. There we go. And voila.
Why did I hear some talking?
There's probably somebody talking. There you go. Okay.
Okay. Just pat it.
Pat it. Bake it. There we go. And voila. When we come out here again, all that stuff in that hole right there will be worm food and gone. Thank you, sir. Oh, look at this worm right here. He's already ready. The store is open, sir. The restaurant is open. You may go in and enjoy yourself.
Hey,
Let's cover him up.
Dad.
There we go. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. I have a few more. I have a box of stuff that we just cleaned out in our freezer. We just cleaned out our freezer. And I have a box of greens and stuff that I need to plant. I need to bury. So that's just phase 1. So simple, so easy. And we can do it all throughout the garden to get those worms in, especially if you have any areas that are hard, clayish type of areas. When you start inviting those worms in and they start pooping around in those areas, they start breaking up the clay and things of that nature, it'll change. I'm not gonna say it'll change the dirt, but it'll make it a little bit more pliable for you when the worms start digging up in there. So this is good. This is a good practice just throughout the year. If you have scraps and whatnot, bury it and let the worms enjoy. And especially, like I say, especially if you have soil that isn't the best soil, the worms will turn it around. Okay, that's what worms do. So there's an area over here. Let me show you. Hey, buddy, this is what I want you to do. Hey, buddy, grab that bag right there. Grab it. Thank you. And grab that bag. Okay. And take it into the garage, if you will. Thank you, sir. This is our other potato area. This is a bigger area than over there. So we should get a boatload of potatoes out of here. We already scooped up a good amount of potatoes right in this area, right here. So I'm going to bury some things in this area where we took out this potato here. So let's go. So I think, we got some corn growing up. I think this is some corn right here growing up in it. Remember, if you're familiar with any of these, with any of our videos, last year, this area was our compost bin and we threw everything in here. And last year, it just went crazy with the amount of cherry tomatoes, regular tomatoes, squash that we received out of this compost area. We did absolutely nothing. We didn't water it. We didn't feed it. We didn't do anything. We didn't touch it. And it grew like crazy. So we decided to pull all that stuff up and to put potatoes in here. And from what it looks like, the potatoes are doing very well, from what I can tell. We plucked up a tomato because they were sticking out of the ground. So we went ahead and removed them. And we got a nice boatload of potatoes from that one potato plant. And as you can see from the compost area, we got seeds. We got corn seed in here. There's a tomato plant right here. Tomato plant right here. Still tomato plants in here. I want to say, this is an okra. That's what I want to say, but I'm not 100% sure. If this is an okra plant, it's something. Yeah, yep, it is. It's forming the okra right there. This is an okra plant right here. We're not going to touch it. We're going to let it grow and do its thing because I know my wife, she likes okra. So we're going to let this thing do what it's doing. And it looks beautiful, actually. I mean, there's some spots on here that you can see. But right now, this thing is doing beautifully. And some more tomato plants. But, as long as we get the potatoes, here's a tomato plant right here that actually got tomatoes on it. Got 3 little tomatoes right here. Yeah, so the compost, we call it the conservatory. The conservatory is still producing tomatoes. So I thank God for that, I guess. Praise God. All right, let's get our vegetables and fruit right there. Grab my trusty shovel. Now, I don't want to dig too far in because I'll be hitting potatoes. And even though we can go ahead and harvest these potatoes, I don't want to do that yet. I want my wife to be out here before I do that. But I will dig down in here. Ooh, boy. Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There we go. There we go. Just like that. Put these bad boys right here. Look at that rock. Look at the rock. Look at that. There's a rock right there. Okay, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Gigantic.
It doesn't need to be there, I can tell you that. All right, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. Okay. All right, we good? We good? We good? Watch it, watch it, watch it. Watch your shovel. There we go. Thank you, sir. Okay. You got it? Thank you. I'll get this one. There's some rock down there. Don't just throw it in the thing. You want to make a pile because we got to put it back. Okay. What is that? Another rock. Yep. Another rock. Looks like a big one too.
Can't wait to see how big it is. It's bigger than that one.
Slate. It's just slate rock. Look at that. All right, watch yourself.
Testing it off.
This is slate rock. All right. I think we good. There's some more rock right down in there. There it is.
This thing looks like a
Okay.
face. What's in my eye?
What's in your eye? It's called an eyeball.
A gnat's in my eye.
A gnat's in your eye? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead.
My eye and I closed it.
Go ahead and drop this in here. These are kale greens.
Greens.
Kale greens. We got a few.
Chop it up some more.
We got a few pineapple. Watch yourself, buddy.
Pineapple.
Got a few pineapple
I eat?
pieces.
Can I eat it?
No. This is old and
Pineapple.
I know, I do too. And here's a piece of banana right here. Let's throw it on in there.
That thing's old.
All right. Now, watch yourself, buddy. We just cover it up. Yeah, I know. Let's just cover it on up.
Why can't I chop it?
Because we're covering it up. That's why. Move that rock.
I'll pat it.
Yeah, get that rock out of here. There you go. There we go. All right. Cover that up. Cover that up.
I'm ready to pat.
You ready to pat?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's even it on out here. All right, get to patting.
Let's cut this piece of
There you go. Get to patting. There you go. Pat it. Pat it. That looks good. All right, I say in about a week, if that vegetables in there that we buried will be gone. Disappeared. Well, eaten. All right, we're gonna stop right there because the brother is sweaty and it's time to take a little break. Got a few more bags to of just, random little bags that we haven't eaten of some vegetables, kales, spinach, fruit that we let go bad. There's a few other areas that I want to bury them in, just to kind of, one, get them out the way, two, provide our gardens with worm attractors, because worms do a garden really good and they really like vegetables and fruit. So provide our gardens with worm attractors, and that's basically it. I do have a worm, like I said earlier, I do have a worm farm. It's not big. It's about maybe 1.5 feet by 1.5 feet. About maybe, 6 inches deep. So 1.5 by 1.5 by 6 inches, I think. Something like that. And that I want to say I filled it up with vegetation maybe a week and a half ago. Matter of fact, I have to check and see if how it's doing, to be honest with you. Matter of fact, let's go in here real quick. Now that I'm talking about it, let's go in here and see what we got going on. Okay, here's my worm factory here. Slide on these gloves real quick. See what they got. I fed them not too long ago. Let's move this out of the way.
What's that sound?
Okay. Do that. And move that right there. Now grass, I will say this, grass, because that's what I had put in here. I normally don't put grass in here for this reason right here, this little white moldy stuff.
Yeah.
But there was I just cut some grass and I was like, well, worms do eat grass. So let me pick this thing up here and show you what we're looking like down in here. These are red wigglers. Pull that back. You can see all the worms down in there. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful worms. What these do is they provide worm castings, which is basically worm poop. And worm poop is very good for plants and things of that nature. Very good. And they are loving it in here. They are loving it. I'm going to put some more paper in here. All this is shredded paper. I got a shredder upstairs. Bills that come in, not bills, but you know, when you're done with the bill, instead of throwing it in the trash, shred it up and give it to your worms. They do eat paper. This was all full of paper at one point, and they ate all the paper that gets moist and degrades. They eat. I had comfrey in here, grass in here. Like I said, I normally don't put grass in here because of this reason right here. It gets moldy. That right there. Now I don't know if worms enjoy this type of stuff. I mean, doesn't seem to bother them. But I normally don't put grass in here, but I put comfrey in here, vegetables in here, you know, kales, spinaches, fruit, things of that nature. Paper, shredded bags, shredded grocery store bags. For some reason, they give you plastic when you go to the checkout, but when you order pickup, it's all in paper bags. Shred those paper bags, throw them in here. The worms enjoy it. They love it. They eat it, and they keep moving. So let's add some more. Wait a minute, buddy. I'm gonna add some more shredded. There we go. And I like to pile it up too. Some shredded, because I mean, you know, when you're shredding this stuff, you realize you got more paper than you thought you did, because this stuff piles up quick. What's up, buddy? And you realize, and you realize how much paper you actually get in the mail. I mean, it's actually a waste. How much paper we get in the mail. But pack this up. One more for this corner right here. Put that right there. There we go. Put that in there like so. Put that out the way. And one more step. Once I put that in there. One more step. Take the water bottle and wet it down real nice.
You made holes in it.
Yeah, I put holes in the top here to act like I don't know. And here we are. Wet it down real good. Now you may be wondering, okay, where's all that liquid go? It goes right here. If you see, it goes right here. There's you can see that there's a nozzle right here where any moisture that goes down, it goes into a reservoir down in here, like so. There's some worms down there too. And then you can, if it's enough water or moisture, it will go out of that nozzle right there. Okay, let's put this back like so, and voila. So I can close the nozzle. I haven't closed this thing in a long time. I can close the nozzle. I can open the nozzle. And then you got this thing here that you can get worm tea, which basically is all that moisture that goes down. It moisture that comes from the fruit, comes from the vegetables, comes from their urine, and it all kind of filters down into this thing and makes a good worm tea that you can mix with water and use for your plants as well. So worms have a very beneficial part in the gardening process. I bought this worm factory. I can't recall where I got it. I'm not sure. But if I had to do it again, I definitely would. It's a good purchase. Worm Factory. So, good purchase. So let me do that. And I just put this on top to keep the light out. Get my weight. Oh, and voila. Take off these gloves. I need to. Do they? Oh, nice, nice. Throw that in the trash. Oop, missed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great rest of your day. I'm going to get off of here, go upstairs, get me a glass of water, and call it a day for now. So make sure you subscribe, tap the like button, hit the bell icon, and I'll holler at you guys in the next video. Peace.